Hey everybody, this is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, where I go on a weekend cruise just about every weekend. And this weekend is no different than any other. I am here on Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, staying in Junior Suite 9544. I even have official memorabilia from a friend of mine to commemorate this room as being mine. This room is forward of the ship, and as you will see directly behind me, it's right by the elevators, so you can scoot to the elevators right there. It is super convenient to get around close to upstairs and deck 5, the promenade. Biggest complaint I'll say about just being this close is it is a weekend cruise, so when those bars start closing down or people get tired at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, they are coming back, and I've been woken up a few times because this is a popular spot apparently to say goodbye to people or good night to people, and they're doing it in that slightly loud manner. So not sure that I've been a huge fan of it this time, but often I do like staying right by the elevators because it is super convenient, and being woken up isn't that big of a deal. I also think that if I was staying a little bit further down, I probably still would have been woken up. So with that, let's jump on in and check out what the cabin's actually like. All right, walking into this room, you will see that it opens up very, very nicely. I've got the curtains pulled. We've got the Odyssey of the Seas on the other side, and the lighting is not the best in here right now. I'll be honest, if you are staying on the side with a big ship on the other side of you, it feels a little bit dark in here. I assure you it is a perfect day at CocoCay today, but it is a little dark in the room at the current moment. So I'll bring you on in, show you what this junior suite looks like. It is a traditional junior suite with good storage. So you've got the closet here with your safe, super easy to set. Random tip, if you ever do forget your security code or your password to your safe, if you call security, they can come and open it. I've also had the battery die on one of those where I could not get into it, but they were easy to come and fix that for me. You've got the cooling thermometer that is here. Mine stays on cold, though I'd say yesterday I got a little on the cold side for me, so I actually moved it up to the midway point. But traditionally, I always turn it all the way down when I come into the room. You've got good storage behind the mirrors. You'll see that I hid my wine glasses in there, or the champagne glasses, I should say, in the cabinet. You've got some outlets here, or that's one European style outlet that you can use, and your announcement channel. Make sure you always do keep that on off unless you want to hear some announcements coming from your captain at different times inside of your room. And you've got your drawers down here. Kleenexes, definitely not the best quality of Kleenexes, but they are disposable in your at-sea toilet, which is the good thing to protect our marine life. And you've got your dining services, if you want to do room service, that is held underneath there. There's also storage on the other side that you can take a quick look at. Your lighting, and then you see 2 plugs there that are the American system that I do use with more drawers on the other side. This is also where your hair dryer is going to be hidden. Forgot the name of it there for a second. Where your hair dryer is going to be hidden. That is one of the white ones, which is the smaller one. I do prefer the bigger black ones just because it gets the job done a wee little bit quicker. You have the Lavazza coffee maker, which I am a huge fan of. I do use it. I haven't used it on this sailing. Been going down to the wonderful people at Cafe Promenade on Freedom of the Seas, but that is always a good option. Got your TV right above it, and there's a little glass storage directly above all of that that you can use as well. I don't have anything up there, but I have been known to use that in the past. One change that I want to point out to you, and I found this out on this sailing, is that, you have this chiller down below. It is not a fridge, but this is where they're now storing your wine. So if you're getting a white wine or you have a champagne like I do, that is sent to your room from the Crown and Anchor benefits, know that they're not putting that in an ice bath, which you may have heard me complain on how the water can go everywhere when they do that. They are now putting it in the chiller, which I think is a great idea, but you got to know to look there. I've complained a few times about not getting my champagne or my wine, and it was always here. I do enjoy this little side table over here. I'm not sure what the initial point of this table was, if there was supposed to be a bouquet of flowers on top of it, or what this was when the ship was built. I use it as kind of like a supplement station for all of those items that I bring on board. This chair here is actually super comfortable. I have sat in it for a few times to use the iPad or play on the phone. It's a good sitting chair. The ottoman does move around. I will say, I don't know if you all have seen my video on how people get injured in their staterooms by tripping over different things. You see there's a coffee table over there. The first night that I was sleeping on this bed, I got up to use the restroom and I definitely felt the glass coffee table with the back of my leg, and I came up on the ottoman. That is not narrow, there's plenty of space there, but just know that I probably should scoot this a little bit over so that I'm not hitting it in the middle of the night. The bed is a traditional push together king, which has been sleeping really well. I'm enjoying the pillows, and you've got your 2 nightstands on each side. The phone does come with a USB port beside of it. I do call that out simply because it took me much longer than it should have to know that there was a USB port there. It charges very slow, so it works well overnight, but it will not work very good during the day. You see I've got a little towel animal here from my stateroom attendant who's taking wonderfully good care of me. So he used even my glasses up there to really make this guy come to life. I think I'll name him Sharky. Coming into our walk-in closet, this is always one of my favorite things of a junior suite, is that you have a walk-in closet. Now this is a 3-night sailing, the weekend cruise that we are on, so I don't have too terribly much stuff with me, but you see there's plenty of shelving. You've got plenty of hanging. So I am somebody who does not know how to fold things well, so I hang everything up. And you've got plenty of place for luggage down below. So one of my favorite parts of a junior suite is certainly the closet space. If we turn around, we can then walk into our bathroom, which is also a good size. So I'll stay back here and give you a quick pan of what this looks like with the sink. And keep in mind the 2 doors on the side of the mirror there do open. So I'll show you one of those. The other side has all my good products in it. This has a lot of storage. It's also where it's gonna house your 2 glasses for the bathroom if you wanna like rinse out your mouth, do something like that. As I pull the shower curtain back, you can see it is a good size tub and shower. Always love to call out that right there is a big step up, so please make sure you're holding on and you are lifting your feet all the way up. And another random tip that I'm thinking of, you may see that red dial on the tub. This is what's going to control your heat, so you can have cold or you can have hotter. If you want even hotter, this right here is going to stop you, but if you want it to be hotter, press the red button down and you can continue turning it. So you'll hear it click, that's where it's going to stop. But if you want even more hot water, you can press it down and keep going. That is a safety feature. I will say that if you are pressing that red button down, it's gonna get really hot on you. Not necessary for me, but I know some people that love to take those scalding showers. All right, let's walk outside. So this is a junior suite balcony and it does have the 2 windows that you can see. The camera's probably gonna need to adjust a little bit to all this bright light, but it is a really good size deck, or balcony I should say. So if I open the door up, you can get a great look at the 2 lounge chairs. You can see, I guess it's a breakfast table, the circular table, and the 2 chairs that are here. These chairs are adjustable, so if you wanted to pick up the back here, you can take that all the way down, or you can just recline it a little bit, whatever your preference is going to be. Great space out here. You can wave to the friendly people at the Odyssey of the Seas. From here, you're going to be able to look down. You're going to see the hot tub up above, so people do hang out up there. You can see Coco Cay at the end, and there's a little bump up. You've seen some of the cabins that I've stayed in that are part of the bump up. And if you look the other direction, you can see the bridge, or the fly bridge as that is called. Thanks for hanging out with me today and exploring Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, Stateroom 9544. This is Brandon, the Weekend Cruiser, hoping to see you on a weekend cruise soon.